My name is Malik Wilder. I'm a certified fishing instructor, owner and operator of FishProCo. FishProCo.com is the website, and we bring the world of fishing straight to you.
Diversified Game. Learn how to start, run, and sustain your business.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, this is only the second time out of thousands of interviews that I've done in a lifetime that I have found a black man who makes a living fishing, and he runs a business. Some of y'all just fishing. Those are his words, not mine. But Malik is going to give us the game on how he does what he does. And I hope for those of you who have a passion, it might be fishing, it might be something else, that you really believe that you can do it. But you're going to have to put, some pen to the pad and get your feet moving. Malik, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great, my brother. I'm doing great. How you feeling?
Man, blessed by the vest and happy to talk to you. Can we just start with, and I saw you on the news too, and I thank you for that clip you sent. When did this passion and the business start, and how did you make it happen? Because I know it wasn't easy.
Well, the passion started it was instilled in me since birth. Once I was able to pretty much walk and talk, I was gifted a fishing rod from my parents, from my father, and he got me on the water at the age of 2, 3 years old, and I've been fishing ever since. I watched him put together a community nonprofit organization, which was all about conservation and getting more people involved in the outdoors and fishing. So I said, when I get older, I wanted to do the same thing. Fast forward, I'm gonna say it was 2005, 2006. I was into the hip hop community real heavy, managing artists and trying to produce music, which was another passion of mine. So I created a company called Fishing for Hip Hop. And Fishing for Hip Hop was cross marketing two industries, the fishing industry with the hip hop culture, not just rappers. I'm talking the entire culture, from the language to the fashion to the cutting and scratching, and 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 just combine the two to make it cool in the eyes of the youth and the community to get involved in the outdoors and go fishing. With that being said, through Fishing for Hip Hop, which was a concept and an idea that I put together, I wanted to create a fishing television show. So I've been filming and recording episodes from, I'm gonna say, about 2009 to current present day. So I've just been stacking a whole lot of content around fishing and combining it with the hip hop culture. Fast forward, I created a nonprofit organization called Fish Inc. And Fish stands for Finding Inspiration, Sharing Hope, Incorporated. So my nonprofit organization, I was running and teaching life skills through fishing to the youth in the community, and adding the sprinkle of hip hop and Fishing for Hip Hop and marketing, and tried to lead people to the nonprofit organization with Fishing for Hip Hop and make it more cool. I let the nonprofit go. I still own and operate Fishing for Hip Hop, but I created a new company which brings us to today in present time, which is FishProCo. FishProCo.com is the website where I combine pretty much the nonprofit organization and Fishing for Hip Hop and made them one, which is now FishProCo. And I provide various services in the fishing industry, from team building for corporations. I created a kids pro fish school with a virtual digital fishing course, an online course people can take from home before they even get to the water. I have a fishing guide service where you can book me to take you on a boat for a half a day or a full day, or if you want to learn about fly fishing and actually experience fly fishing, I have classes that can teach you from A to Z and actually take you fishing, fly fishing on various streams and lakes and teach you the actual skill and the art of fly fishing. I curate birthday parties based around fishing, and I provide retreats to various locations throughout the nation and pretty much around the world, all based around fishing and education of fishing.
Ready to dominate your industry with strategy that actually scales? At Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm, we're not just PR experts, we're licensed sports agents certified in AI and elite business consultants with over 2 decades of experience leading global projects across multiple countries. Visit cprfirm.com, that's colemanprfirm.com, and millionairex.ai. Then download the Millionaire X app, your AI powered guide to getting out of debt, investing smarter, and building generational wealth. Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm. It's a family business, it's different.
Can you tell the people, when you say around the world, you guys get ready for this, because you think he's saying from, coast to coast. Nah, the world. Give them some of the countries that you've been to and let them know one of your favorites and why, especially for those travelers or those who want to travel.
Well, I fished in places like Edinburgh, Scotland, in the various locks, which we call lakes, but they're locks in Scotland for different species of trout. I fished from Belize to Mexico to Tulum, Mexico. I fished man, I fished from Africa, from the civilization of mankind to the islands off the east coast of Africa of Seychelles. I fished all across North America, South America, from Costa Rica to man, where else I fish? Man, I fish so many different places. Right now, I'm setting up in Curacao to run a fishing retreat out in Curacao for 2026.
Okay. Man, favorite play. How many countries and favorite place? Because people say they want to know how do the fish bite different, Africa.
All right, so when I say favorite place, scenery, the culture, the food, the people, uh, things to do. Seychelles, Africa was just my number one um place to go. But my number one place to fish is actually right in the state of New York, and it's for salmon and steelhead trout. So, and that's when I'm fly fishing and using the skill of fly fishing and walking in the rivers with boots that come up to my chest, which they call chest waders, and the art of fly fishing of walking in the river, fast moving water, while a trout and a salmon are heading upstream. I'm drifting and fishing and catching fishes just as long as my legs in the river. So that's my favorite place to fish is it's called Salmon River in New York. I'm not even gonna hold it back. Y'all can go Google it, look it up. Catching big king salmon, coho salmon, steelhead trout, and brown trout. And I do that yearly. And I also give retreats up there, and I take people and guide people on that lake, on that river to fish. But scenery, great place to go and fish would be the Seychelles in Africa. But my best place to fish and target species to catch is king salmon on the Salmon River in New York, here in America.
If you guys haven't caught already, the brother has nothing but love to give you, like the late great Heavy D, because most fishermen won't tell you their favorite spots. They, they gonna keep that to the chest. But
Let me give you an example of That's what you call selfishness or greed, I would say. I can give you the spot, I can give you the location, but that doesn't mean you know what you're doing and you know you're gonna actually catch fish. You may go the wrong season. You may go and still be there at the perfect time and still can't land the fish because you don't know what you're doing. You don't have the skills and the technique. So holding back information like that doesn't do anything for me, and it won't do anything for you if I'm holding it back. So I give. I was taught to give. That was passed down for generations from my grandmother, parents. Give in the community, man. That's what we do.
No, I get it. I've been fishing as a kid, and I tell people that just because I said I've been fishing doesn't mean I'm good. A lot of times when I go with my uncle, he said, "How's your wife catch more fish than you?" Say, "Man, she more, you got that magic touch. The fish like her, whatever."
She just in tune with Mother Nature. That's all.
There you go, Mama Africa. She got it. But with that, there's somebody listening and they say, "Man, I fish every week." Like my uncle, he fishes every week and he has turned it into a business. When you wanted to turn yours into a business, and he fishes, since you know the bay, he fishes in that Antioch area, right? Takes his boat out every day he can after work. But what would you say on starting it and making it a business? Because some people sell their fish, some people like yourself are instructed in teaching, and others are fishing out there just looking for sponsorship. For you, did you have to get any VC money or go to the bank to start to get a boat?
Man, I'm gonna be as transparent with you as possible, bro. Um, I'm gonna take it back to my early childhood first. In basic elementary school, my mom and dad might have had a job or made just a little bit more money that was not accepted for me to even get just like a free lunch ticket. Moving fast forward. Okay, you don't need nothing from the government. They don't gotta give you nothing, but we ain't have it. But that little lunch ticket could have helped. Nah, you was denied that. Time to go get financial aid for college. You just right there at the edge where we can't give you no financial aid money for college, or we can only give you this amount. You gotta apply for these grants or whatever, so you can have a little money for education and go to school. So doors got closed there as well. Getting started in the fishing industry, in this business, bro, zero sponsorships. Nobody's knocking on this black man's door that's saying he's gonna go out here and teach these young black kids in the community how to fish, how to make money off of fishing, how to feed their families, how to relate fishing skills to everyday life skills. They want to railroad our babies to the prison. They want to railroad our babies to destruction. They don't want us to elevate and prosper. So they're not throwing sponsorship opportunities or anything at me. I've knocked on many doors. Like I said, I had a nonprofit organization just to get certain products donated so I can give to the kids. Again, doors closed. Hey, apply next year. We gave all our rod and reels out already to certain people, yada, yada, yada. I turn around, I talk to them, some of those people, they're still getting product and gear, and they'll say, hey man, we'll give you some stuff. Cause said that they given it to us, but actuality, they're just getting funded and just getting started, and they're getting stuff. And I'm seeing this from my white counterparts that's fishing, that's in bass tournaments, running nonprofits and for-profit companies. They're getting the sponsorships. They're getting the donations. For some strange reason, I'm getting these doors closed. I said, maybe it's my presentation, how I'm asking. Maybe I'm not, I don't know, kissing ass. I don't know what it was, but I got to the point where I no longer ask for anything from anyone in this industry to help move my business forward. I just go out and get it. So I create the brand, I create the company. Everything's from the brain. This is way before AI was even, I can't say thought of, but way before AI is in activation. I'm creating a virtual fishing course. I'm creating these curriculums to teach these kids and just, paying for the website domains, getting my LLC, getting my EIN number, getting the bank account. I'm providing this professional service. I came up with a price structure to charge people. And then boom, there you have it. My business is created and I just stay the course and I keep going and I do what I got to do. When it's time to purchase a boat, I had a few dollars, put my down payment on my boat, made my boat payments, got my insurance, got everything under my company name. I make my money providing a fishing charter service, pay my insurance through my charter service when clients book me, and I just keep it going and I just dump the money right back into the business. And that's it, man. And by all means, if someone wants to advertise and put their name and logo and brand on my boat, I have a section ready for them. I have a price for them if they would like to do that and advertise with me. I have a website. They can put their company information and links and all of that, affiliates program on my page on the website as well. So I have the space, the real estate, I would say, on the boat, on my clothing, gear, on my website to help others that want to get involved in the fishing industry or want to market and advertise. I have the space and the capacity to fulfill those voids, but no one's knocking on my door to give me anything and I'm not expecting it. And I'm personally, I've been through it. I'm not asking anyone to do anything. I'm just getting it done.
Yeah, like a boss. You're talking boss. Taking the term and words out of Dame Dash's mouth, where you gotta get it like that because the way that you come off as an expert, a lot of times people want you to bow on one knee and kiss the ring, and I know that's not happening with you.
Now, Cypher, now I don't get down like that, man. I'm a leader. I'm a leader in this fishing industry. Um, you know, you can put me on in the middle of the ocean catching whatever, tuna to swordfish to sharks. I can do that. You can put me on a shrimp boat, dragging nets, or pulling lobster traps. I can do that. You can put me in fast moving rivers from the Olympic Peninsula to the Salmon River in New York, and I can fly fish with the best of them. Even the Olympics has fly fishing, so the U.S. fly fishing team. I can do it all, man. I can aim. I could tie flies. I could find any body of water and figure out how to catch fish. That is a natural talent and a natural gift. So from fly fishing to regular spin cast fishing to boats, lakes, rivers, streams, I could do it all and I can also teach it. So if you wanted, for example, to figure out what lures to use, if it's an imitation of a squid to an imitation of a fish to catch certain species of fish, I can point you in the right direction. If you want to know what type of fly or what color fly to use when trout fishing or salmon fishing, I can give you that advice as well. If you want to learn how to tie certain knots or what pound test line to use or what size rod and reel to use for certain species of fish, and even the season. If you go to my website, I have a calendar on my resource page that tells you in the state of Georgia the best season and the best time to catch a certain species of fish that I personally created myself. So I'm giving the knowledge, I'm giving the information, and my FishProCo.com, the whole website is pretty much a blueprint If you really look at it and see what's going on and the services I provide, you can pick up a lot and you can learn a lot just by hitting that website and combing through.
Now you said something, and I had to let you finish, but I want to know, how did you get the experience? Because it's something I wanted to do for a season when we lived in Seattle. But fishing on the boat, you know, casting that net out there. How did you learn that? Did you go out there and was the money as much as we see on TV? You know, and was the danger as much as well? Because some people don't come back when they go out to Alaska and different places.
Well, you know, television is deceiving. Yes, it can be extremely dangerous. Depends on the weather. Depends on what you're actually doing. Television is designed to tell lies to your vision, so they can amp and hype certain things up. We just spoke about AI, so some things that's being implemented through these TVs, man, are real deceiving. But getting out on the water and actually fishing, yes, it can be dangerous. Hooks are flying, the waves are moving on the boat's rocking, you know, your balance could be thrown off, your equilibrium could be off. You could, if you were drinking, or even if you're not a drinker, it's a lot of things that can play into you being unsafe when on the water. But safety is always first in my mind. But learning how to throw a cast net, I learned that from my father. He was a strong person in still in my life, and instilled a lot of talents and skills into me on this for this business, for this way of life of fishing. Um, Throwing a cast net, learning how to crab, catching crabs. I've done all of that as a kid. So I'm on boats, driving boats, fishing from boats, learning to walk through rivers with a walking stick or without a walking stick in certain bodies of water. Um, I just learned it all, man, from a child, growing up in Rahway, New Jersey. So you would think you have the Rahway prison, you have the Rahway projects, you have the Rahway River, which is brackish water with a tide. That's a tidal water, incoming and outgoing tide and high tide. So I learned how to fish with a full body of water or a very low body of water, and that river leads to the ocean. You familiar with New York, and you see all that water around New York and all that water around New Jersey and the Jersey Shore. That's where I got down, and that's where I learned how to fish and pretty much catch various species of fish, from lobsters to crabs to flounder to bluefish to tuna to weak fish. I can keep going on and on and on, but I learned how to catch all these different species as a kid. So I'm taking that knowledge and I put it into a business. I turn it into a business.
No, definitely, definitely. Now you've done it. You've done it for 19 years.
More than 19 years, my brother. I've been fishing since I was 2 years old. I'm 51 right now. I'll be 52 in February. So I got 50 years of solid fishing experience under my belt.
Hello everyone! Join us on an exciting journey with Explore the World Cameroon. London and Sydney go take you explore Cameroon, the heart of Africa. Experience the vibrant culture, nature and traditions, from Yaoundé market to rainforest adventures. Every page na new discovery. Join the Cameroonian food, music and wildlife with our explorers. This book na true celebration of Cameroon spirit. Get your copy now. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and through your library and bookstores via Ingram's Park. Don't miss this adventure.
You've been fishing a lifetime. Well, with the hip hop, 19 years, right, or longer. But I want, but go back to when did you have like your first client, whether it was official or not, where someone said, I want you to teach me fishing, I want you to give me a fish, and I'm going to pay you? Because a lot of people have a hard time just starting and getting that first client, and they just get, they get yielded, they get analysis paralysis. So what it like?
I got my first client when I was a senior in high school.
How did that go about? Tell us that story.
Well, it was simple. It was a couple guys that I knew. They wanted to go fishing. They didn't know how. And they was like, yo, we want to go. I'll pay you. Light bulb went off. I said, I've been going on boats with different fishing captains, and I'm being a helper and a mate. I would get paid a couple dollars to help, clean the fish and clean up the boat for the captain. Now, I'm the guide, I'm the captain. I'm bringing people to the boat. They're paying me, so I'm putting little parties and little boat trips together. And that's how I was making my money. I was a senior in high school.
Beautiful, beautiful. And when that light bulb clicked, did you say, I think I can do this enough time in the future that this is all that I will want to do?
Well, I always said I was going to produce a fishing television show since I was a kid, because I would always look for Black people in fishing magazines, Black people in fishing television commercials, Black people fishing on television, point blank, period. And I would never see it. And it pretty much would make me upset, because I'm like, yo, I go fishing. There's a whole bunch of us out here fishing from New Jersey to California, from New York to Florida. I'm seeing people that look like me constantly on the water. But I go to these stores, I look in these magazines, I'm turning on the radio, I'm watching television. I don't see us. And then I'm marketing and advertising to us. So I said, when I get older, I'm going to be the change that I want to see. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I've done.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I know you had the nonprofit, and I ask everybody what's a community give back that they are doing. You talk about what you did, but anything that maybe that you haven't mentioned, and also if there's a way for the community to help support you in that give back that you're doing for the community, please let us know.
Well, I have a virtual fishing course, an online fishing course. The way you can give back is maybe purchase the fishing course for individuals. Just say you have kids, right? Say you have one kid. He's in class and it's holidays coming up. Maybe buy everybody in the class this virtual fishing course, or buy your son this virtual fishing course. You can't actually take him fishing, but he can learn about it online right from home. That little bit of money that you purchase that fishing course with will help me continue to go in the community and maybe gift or help another kid learn how to fish. I can be able to purchase more fishing gear, a rod and reel, to be able to give it away. I link up with various nonprofit organizations. The last major nonprofit organization that booked me was the Jane Fonda. They were in association with Jane Fonda's foundation. They booked me to come out to teach 50 kids. My goal is to make sure every kid has a rod and reel and some tackle after they come in contact with me and take my course. So either I'll give you the knowledge on where they can buy it, or I'll purchase and provide it to them from taking the class. So people can give back in multiple ways. Conservation is extremely important. So if you're not going to eat the fish that you catch, please release it, let it go, because the next generation, that fish could lay eggs, have more babies, and the next generation of kids that can come up and they can actually take part in fishing and catch fish to feed themselves or start a fishing company like I have. So conservation, giving back, you can purchase a fishing course, Kids Pro Fish School. You can purchase a one-on-one fishing class for a kid if you want to help someone in the community. And I travel nationwide. If you're on vacation, you need advice, you can tap in. There's so many different ways you can get involved and help that will help others, because that's what my company is all about, a service. I provide a service through the fishing industry to give back.
And in that course, especially if somebody's driving, especially for the truckers, it's on the website. You guys, the website, the links are in the description. You can check it out. FishProCo.com. So FishProCo, co.com. But how much is that course if they go to the website?
$25.
Okay, so very affordable. You guys spend more on your night activities than that, or your Starbucks coffees.
Pretty much. Yeah. And this is educational, and it helps with mental health, like just getting outdoors and sitting by the riverside, casting out a line, being in tune with Mother Nature, learning how to purchase a fishing license, what gear to buy, how to put bait on a hook, how to tie a knot. All that stuff is provided within the fishing course.
Okay. And, I'm thinking because CES is coming up in January, the consumer
What is that?
it's a consumer electronics show, biggest tech show in this country. You got to go to Asia to go to a bigger one. And at virtual course, I'm like, I go back to my Nintendo days and be like, that's a video game, and you put the hip hop with it, and the AI music, and with the hip hop, or the hungry artists who will let you use their music or you make your own. I just had a vision of that. Like, yeah.
So I have an interaction game in the beginning of the virtual fishing course, but that will help you get some type of vibe and a feeling of what you're saying. If you take the course, you'll see.
Okay. That no, that's and do they, when they take the course, do they have to have a fishing pole in their hand, or can they use a stick?
They can sit right on their cell phones or on their laptop, and that's all they need to take the course. And when they finish, they get a certificate and some resources to help them move forward. When it's actually time to go outside and go get on the water and go fishing, they'll have some better understanding and some knowledge on what to do when they get to the water. And of course, I'm here and I'm available if they want to book me to come and do a hands-on training and hands-on class with them.
Got you. Are there any other products that you have, especially for the newbies? Sometimes people get into the game and they try to get the most expensive pole, or something.
Oh, well, if you go to my shop on FishProCo.com, go to the shop, you'll see various fishing gear and products that you can buy at a great price. A great price. From flies to fly rods to fly reels to clothing, it's all there.
How much is the pole? Like, musicians say, if you can play a guitar, you can play any guitar. A piano is a piano if you know what to do. It's a tool. How much do you think the tools that you have in fishing matter for the novice, not the professional, but just the novice?
It's very important. You want to purchase a rod and reel that you're comfortable with for your height, your size, and again, is based on what you're trying to catch. If you're fishing in the ocean, which is salt water, you got different types of rods and reels and gear than you would for freshwater. Not saying that you can't use a saltwater rod and reel in freshwater, or vice versa, a freshwater rod and reel in saltwater water, but you need to know the species of fish, the size, the weight, if they have teeth or not, if the line should be thicker or thinner, if the fish pays attention to the line compared to not paying attention to the line when they're eating. So it's a lot of different variables that are very important that you need to know and learn when purchasing fishing rod and reel and fishing line and bait.
And how is AI? They got a smart pole already that can capture and track everything and help those who need a little help.
They have smart fishing rods and they have smart fishing reels. They may give you, they have electric rods, electric reels where you can push a button and it'll reel in the fish for you. It'll drop down your line for you. They have electric boats, motors. They have so many different ways. You have solar operated boats and motors now. So AI is being tapped into the fishing industry in various ways. I personally use AI to help me with maybe writing up, designing a flyer, marketing materials, or helping me map out my curriculum and making it tighter for me to do a fishing event or a team building exercise with different corporations. So I use AI in that format, but actually fishing, man, they have so much sonar and technology nowadays that I'm pretty sure AI is involved in, but I try to stay away from that on the water because I'm in tune with Mother Nature and I just like the natural, organic way and style of fishing is hunting the fish down, trying to figure out this is their habitat, where they live, and how to catch them. But if I dump all that information in the AI, I'm pretty sure to give me some more precise information and locations on where and how and what to use. But again, I'd rather just do it naturally and figure it out mentally on my own.
Nah, I love it. I love it. And the fact that he has so much content that you guys haven't seen, I really need you to go look. And again, go to the website, check it out. I mean, you have enough content where if you had a YouTube channel, you could.
I actually do have a YouTube channel. It's called Fishing for Hip Hop Television Network. Fishing for Hip Hop Television Network. But everything on there currently as we speak is private unless you have the listing. Um, I just dealt with over the years uh, professional bass anglers that have television shows to fishing TV hosts, stealing concepts and ideas and my style of fishing and implementing it in their shows faster than I could put it out because they're just concept thieves and you know how it go. Everybody want to beat you to the point and they got the new content. Oh, I seen this guy do it like this. I'm gonna copy that and do it. And they have, you know, a professional team that can help them put that content out at a faster pace. So I started blocking and deleting and making my stuff private. So until I'm 100% ready to launch it, and then it's gonna be too late.
And you guys, I'm gonna just let you know, we've already put our foot and card out there to say we can't help with that because that game in itself is, you know, people want to learn, people want to see, and if you can make it entertaining and edutainment, it's a beautiful thing. So, but you guys, if you go to that channel, go back
Subscribe.
16 years, you can see something. You can get a glimpse of it, right? You can get a glimpse. Stuff you were early adapter of that YouTube.
True indeed.
Yeah.
And I'm a update all of the footage that I do have up there. I have a lot of footage that I have not uploaded to YouTube because real talk, they block and hate as well. They only allow certain stuff to get pushed um from certain people and certain cultures. So I get it and I understand it. I'm working on my own network as we speak. And that's all that comes with in the near future. In the near future, man.
Well, you know what? When I see it, and I saw one of the videos, and I said people probably think this is Mr. Cheeks out there.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and but think about with the show and Mr. Cheeks would do a show like that, we, you know, and say I'd come on, or some other brothers who are in tune. You know, we were just at the event at the Hope Global Forum is where we met with John Hope Bryant, and coming out from Killer Mike to Bill Duke, people were there, and who doesn't like?
Killer Mike is a fan of mine,
Okay,
and vice versa. I'm a fan of his.
yeah.
But he Killer Mike has spoken highly of me on many different podcasts and different platforms. So in regards to me getting people out outdoors and fishing and people learning how to fish to feed themselves, because if they close these grocery stores, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all better tap into me now because, like you already know, the price is going up. What Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, hello. And I want to, the last question I want to ask you, government buys everything from pencils to programs and funds that. Have you done any of the government contracting? There's a way that the community can reach out and say, hey, we got this new program that we just saw in Diversified Game. It's not new, but we found this program there. But is government contracting been something that you have found to be worth your time?
Well, I looked into it. Politics is politics. You know how that goes. I tapped into Colorado Parks and Wildlife. I've done things with them that's government in the state of Colorado. Here in Georgia, I've done some events with the Big Brothers Foundation, and that's associated with the Obama Foundation, and the mayor, Andre Dickens, in the city of Atlanta. For the last 2 years, I hosted a little fishing retreat for the kids in the community. Of course, you have to register to be a government to get a government contract, but you know they don't want to pay. They want, I- and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. They want us as Black people to provide and give our services for free. They want us to come and donate time as if we're not worthy to be paid top dollar for what we do. Even though it is for the kids, we want to help the children, but you got to pay me, man. You got to pay for this. And I know we're talking government contracts and bidding, and it's a lot of politics in that and behind the scenes stuff with that. It ain't what you know, is who you know sometimes, even though your name is on a list to be chosen to get that contract. Sometimes it just doesn't go that way. And or they want to discount or not pay you. So, but I'm just keeping it real. Or you gotta also watch that some people want kickbacks. I don't get down like that. So if you got that in your mind, hey, I'ma holler at him. He seemed like he cool. Yo, I'ma book him. We got a contract and got a grant. Maybe he can kick us back some money behind the scenes if we don't holler at me. Don't call me. I'm not with it.
Gotcha. It's all about who knows you and finding that right one. What's crazy is they will spend more on the paintings and the plants than they will on providing the kids with something to do, to learn and earn. And it is. It's an inside game. We do some government contracting, but I don't even go after them. I wait for them to call me. I show up to some meetings to, know who's who, we're here. But when it comes to kids in whatever state, people know it's going to be a hot summer if we don't do something with these kids.
And hold on though. It's more red tape and more headaches and trials and tribulations trying to do something righteous for the kids in the community. For what? Why? It's like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. We're not allowed to do this, we're not allowed to do that. So I really don't go after government contracts and deal with the politics in this. I just run my business, got my blinders on, and I stay focused. If they need me, I'm here, I'm available, and I do everything righteous and by the book and try to uplift our people through whatever I can with my fishing services and my program. But outside of that, man, I'm head straight. I can give back, I can help, but respect is respect. You gotta pay the brother for his services.
Definitely. Amen to that. You guys, talking about services, again, links in the description. I want you to check it out. Let them know any last words, any encouraging words, and where to find you, my bro.
Man, we bring the world of fishing straight to you. You can find me at FishProCo.com. You can go through the services, you can go to the shop, you can tap on resources, go to my media page. You can see me being featured on the Weather Channel. You can see me being featured on the World Fishing Network throughout Canada and also in America. And if you want to find me on Instagram, I have 2 pages, FishProCoach, FishPro, COACH, FishProCoach. And you can find me at Fishing for Hip Hop on Instagram, Fishing for Hip Hop, and all other platforms, as well as Fishing for Hip Hop Television Network on YouTube. Holla at me, man. Get at me. I'm right here in Atlanta. Tap in.
You guys have got the game. Now it's your turn. You can comment, you can like, but most importantly, and please go over to that YouTube as well, or wherever you experience this, share this game with somebody. It will change their life. Y'all be blessed out there.
Are you tired of the violence, tired of the injustice, police brutality, rampant discrimination, lack of gun control in this failed biased socioeconomic experiment called America? Or maybe you need a break from the relentless grind that wants to regain control of your destiny, your wealth, your health, and your purpose. DiversifiedGame.com has the right course for you. Prepare for my first trip to Africa. Looking to reconnect with your roots, start a new business, or just a fresh start. Africa, aka the motherland, is waiting. Don't let the Chinese and the Mzungus have the fun and also take over the motherland. From Cairo to Mombasa, from Dakar to Cape Town, Africa has something for everyone, from business opportunities to the most amazing people, safety, leisure, and landscapes. The opportunities abound. It is time for the diaspora to reconnect with their roots. Time to reconnect with the birthplace of humanity. Africa is the last frontier. Get your head in the game and reclaim your legacy. The writing is on the wall. Babylon is falling. Give up the stress, grind, and violence inflicted on our people on this continent and prepare for a journey of restoration and joy by connecting with the land of your ancestors. Check out our new course and kick off your adventure at DiversifiedGame.com.